Alright, my article is The Moral North Star. It was written by William Damon, who is a professor of education at Stanford University and director of the Stanford Center of Adolescence, prior to which he was director in the Center for Human Development at Brown University. He really focuses on positive psychology and is the author of 18 books and other articles and chapters about human development and education. And he's currently researching how people develop character and a sense of purpose in multiple aspects of life. Alright, so the article begins with talking about today's students, and that about 20% of students in a diverse national sample were approaching their studies with a clear sense of purpose, while another 25% of the sample had little interest in long-term goals, and 55% had experienced moments of purpose but had not yet committed to any particular aspiration. So he believes that with the right kind of guidance in school, students could find the unique purpose that would give them meaning to their work. So turning points in his own life that helped him come to the conclusions are that everything you do in this world counts and your actions matter. And his biggest question is, how can we get the students to see knowledge and skills that we expect them to learn in school as important to their own lives and aspirations? In other words, why should a particular student bother to learn the knowledge offered in school and strive to use it in a masterful and ethical way? Alright, so the main point of the article is purpose, and he calls it the moral North Star. So only when students discover personal meaning in their work do they apply their efforts with focus and imagination. And the question of purpose, what is it, is giving meaning to short-term goals by asking where these short-term goals will lead. Purpose acts as a moral North Star on the route to excellence. It offers a steady beacon for inspiring and directing students' best efforts over the long haul, within the classroom and then throughout their lives. Teachers must address the question of why academic knowledge is important in their classrooms in order to get these students to find the purpose in what they're learning. So these are some ways in which we can address that why question, especially becoming teachers. Talking with the students about why we ourselves have become teachers is important because it exposes the students to a respected adult's own quest for purpose. Students can benefit from more discussion in school about the vocational implications of the coursework that they're doing. So good questions are, what kind of jobs can people who excel in algebra do? What does this kind of work accomplish? Why is it important? How can I figure out where my math talents could take me? How could I use them to establish a fulfilling career? A lot of students always ask, well, what they're learning is, or when they're ever going to use what they're learning in their lives again. And so these are just some ways to help them understand that everything they're learning does affect them. So these are ways to implement a culture and of purpose. Engage in regular conversations with the students about their hopes and dreams in life, and recognize their accomplishments that indicate beyond the self-concerns. Link the present school activities with future life plans of students, thus making the current activities important in their lives and help them with more motivation and dedication to it. Connect the school lessons to larger world issues, again, so they can see how what they're learning matters. Provide reasons behind a particular activity or lesson. Develop lessons that make visible how students' actions contribute to wider systems. Nurture their civic purpose and their place in society, and help them understand why their participation in school is so important. The end. Students